Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today I've taken over my sister's room, mostly because everyone else in this house is extremely noisy and my sister is in America, so her room is completely empty and she has this very nice chair. I watched the game theory video about a week ago about the Viner's invasion.
Hello internet, welcome to Game Theory, the Yeezy Buster of false YouTube claims.
And I really thought about it back then and then decided not to make a video about it, but I regret not doing so I'm gonna talk about that today, just before I start anything. For this to make sense to anyone, I should maybe start by explaining how YouTube has changed over the years. See, when YouTube first started out about like 12 years ago, it was mostly cat videos and weird videos of a nerd in front of elephants. This is, by the way, the oldest YouTube video I was able to find, and I don't know if it's actually the oldest one, but it has about 40 million views, and I mean, it's the only reason why it should have this many views, in my opinion. It's a terrible video. Try and watch this.
Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long fronts, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
I mean, nothing happens. It's just a guy in front of elephants. And he doesn't even know what a trunk is, so it's just ridiculous. Fast forward to about 4 years ago, when gamers really took over YouTube because it was changed from views to watch time. Again, Game Theory really has a great video about this.
So 3 years ago, back when Vine was still only 6 months old, I covered how and why PewDiePie was primed to overtake Smosh and surge to his uncontested #1 spot on YouTube.
And he explains everything in depth, but basically, in the first years of YouTube, the only important thing was that people clicked on the video. It was not important how long they stayed on the video. And ad-wise, that was always a bit misleading, because a video could have 20 million views, but only like a watch time of 20 million seconds, like of people just clicking in and clicking away again. So back in the days, we had a lot of clickbaity thumbnails and we had a lot of half-nude girls in the pictures, and then when you clicked on them it was a completely different video, and watch time kind of changed all of that. So of course watch time brought with it a lot of positive things, but it also brought with it some negative things, because now quality is not always preferred. A long terrible video will mostly have longer watch times than shorter greatly cut videos. So great content is not necessarily preferred on YouTube in this manner. But fast forward to about a year ago, when Vine died, we had a bunch of really talented people.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Logan Paul.
This is dudes with clothes on.
Hell fucking yeah!
You did not know that? I'm an actor, entertainer, internet creator. I break the internet.
Oh my god. Who had met each other through this community on Vine and had created so much video content for the internet. Yeah, I know that it's only 6 seconds, but that's actually a challenge. To tell a story in 6 seconds, you still have to go through the entire process and come up with every concept throughout the 6 seconds, and you have to be very precise. You have no time to waste. So we have people like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and Liza Koshy and David Dobrik, and we have a lot of great Viners who transitioned over to YouTube, and this is where the invasion of YouTube came up, because I really think they have done an amazing job. I think they are incredible. And again, Game Theory has a great bit where he talks about how this is because these people grew up watching vloggers, so they know what it's all about, they know what they enjoy watching, and then they can make that better. So I really believe that is what they're doing, and I think it's amazing to watch. And I honestly, my favorite YouTubers right now, of course Casey Neistat is still #1, but I have to say Logan Paul and maybe David Dobrik as like top 3. And 2 of those people I would still classify as Viners, or at least social media influencers, instead of just primarily YouTubers. And I think that's a very interesting thing, because the talents they had sort of harnessed in the Vine environment just got unleashed on the YouTube environment when Vine died. And they're doing an incredible job, they really are. But see, the thing is, a year ago, or let's say 2 years ago, I was watching people like Alfie Days and Soella and like the old school vloggers who we all grew up watching. And now, I mean, we don't see them at all anymore, really. I know that Pointless Blog hasn't been uploaded to for like 6 months or something like that. So like the old big YouTube channels with millions of subscribers have sort of died out, and I think that's very interesting, especially because they're still doing the same thing. They're still doing interesting stuff, but what the new generation of YouTubers are doing, it's just on steroids compared to it. Like it's incredible. They do insane stunts, and I mean, okay, some people are arguing that some of it is fake. That doesn't really matter when it's a 4-minute video that you want to watch because you're bored. If they buy Lamborghinis, you're gonna watch the video because they're buying flipping Lamborghinis. I mean, it's insane. Just their personalities are just turned up to the extreme, and that does a lot, but it does not do everything, because they have actually found a way to break the systems as well. And again, I'm gonna link to the game theory video because he also has this on point, in my opinion. It's because they do a thing called...
They're exploiting a tactic I call watch loops.
They've figured out how to get people to jump from video to video to video and then back to the old videos. So for instance, what Jake Paul and Logan Paul did with the music videos was basically they created a music video, then they created a reaction video, then they created a comeback video, and then they created a comeback video for the comeback video and a reaction video for the comeback video. And all of this just meant that us as viewers had to go watch the same videos over and over again. So their music videos has like 25 million views in like a week. Like boom, 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 it just goes so fast because they get recurring hits from the same people. And that's an incredible thing. And it's kind of the same thing that David Dobrik is doing. David Dobrik has this crew of Liza Koshy and Jason Nash and a lot of different people who all have YouTube channels. And they all make videos together in David's blog. So like every single channel kind of leads back to David's blog. But at the same time, David's vlog also leads out to all of those YouTube channels. So in a smaller sense, they are doing the exact same thing. The entire controversy about Logan Paul and Jake Paul and their audiences fighting against each other is basically just a spin on the old rapper battles, where you had like West Side and East Side, and they always hated each other, but it was mostly just because they sold records that way. And when I watched the video the first time, I was blown away. I mean, he didn't get all of the points. I should point out, I think it's an incredible channel. You should go check it out. But what I think he missed is the fact that the qualities they learned on Vine are the same as those you need on YouTube. So it was a very natural place for them to go. And when you look at the Viners in general, they have usually gone to either Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, which is like the alternatives pretty much. So you have Instagram comedians or you have YouTubers today. The Instagram comedians have been able to sort of keep the same format. They've maybe stretched it out a little bit, so now it's like 30-second Vines, comedic videos on Instagram, but it's still kind of the same thing they're doing. It's the same skills. I really think it's so interesting, and especially me as a vlogger who also grew up watching vlogs. Yeah, my vlogs are very much real in a sense that it's my life and what I'm doing every single day and why I'm doing it and how I'm feeling about doing it, apart from what they're doing with the Vine communities, where they're sort of pumping everything up. They have to do something exciting every single day. Like it's a recurring thing on Logan's vlog, for instance, that he comes back from set and it's like, oh, I haven't filmed anything. What should we do? We have to do something crazy. And then he goes down and like buys something that explodes. That in itself is prime time entertainment. It's amazing to watch. But I don't understand how the old YouTubers have just let this happen. I mean, we have people like Philip DeFranco, who has an existing audience and who does sort of branching out apart from YouTube. But not every YouTuber who was on the platform like 5 years ago is doing that. Most of them has just sort of plummeted in views. I was on Marcus Butler's channel the other day, and I mean, his videos got around 200,000 views. These were the very worst cases, but we're talking about a guy who like 2 years ago I was watching and he had millions of views on every single video. But because he's not moved with the time, he's not updated his material, the new Viners has been able to sort of crank everything up and just take over. So yeah, we can call it an invasion or we can call it an upgrade. Like honestly, I think the content is better. I don't appreciate it when it's fake, but I will be realistic and say that it is a better video even if it is fake. We don't know if it's fake, but we know that most of the time it's at least set up. But I'm okay with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And yeah, I make new videos every single day. This video has been made in advance though. Full disclosure, I'm working a 24-hour shift right now, so I have no way of uploading a video if I don't do this, and I'm not about to break my streak. But yeah, that's really it for today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
One more thing, why am I taking the stairs? I'm a young lazy millennial, right? I ride hoverboards, come on now.